The midfield position is the brain, heart and lungs of football. It's often described as the heartbeat of a team. And as Xabi Alonso said, if you win the midfield, you probably win the game. Zinedine Zidane and Roy Keane are two of the greatest midfielders of all time, with arguments on who is better usually ending with the majority going for Zidane. Now this may be because of the aesthetics that come with Zidane's style of play, or because he won the World Cup and the Ballon d'Or, or it may just be that Zidane is better. However, this match was an absolute masterclass from Roy Keane. Some even say that this was the best individual performance ever. Roy not only showed Zidane, who had just won the Ballon d'Or, but he showed the whole legendary Juventus team, with the likes of Edgar David, Didier Deschamps and Filippo Inzaghi, that the Man United team Keane would eventually captain to the treble was one of the greatest teams ever. Do you know which match we're talking about? Stick around to find out. Before we dive in though, we need some context. Zinedine Zidane, popularly called Zizou, played mostly as an attacking midfielder. Widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, he started football at the age of 5 in Marseille, where he was born in 1972. Zidane was a playmaker renowned for his elegance, great vision, passing, excellent ball control and dribbling. He received many individual accolades as a player, including being named FIFA World Player of the Year in 1998, 2000 and 2003, and winning the Ballon d'Or in 1998. Zidane was built to play football. Zidane started his professional career in Cannes at the age of 17. In 1992, he then moved to Bordeaux. Zidane had a great time in France and established himself as one of the greatest players ever in the French league. Then in 1996, Zidane moved to Juventus. Zidane was impactful at Juventus from his first season and was named the Serie A Foreign Footballer of the Year, an award he later won again in 2001. Juve won the Serie A title that year and the Intercontinental Cup that season as well. In 1997-98, Juventus retained the league title, known as the Scudetto, and Zidane was instrumental again in the team's performance. Later on in 1998, Zidane was named FIFA World Player of the Year and won the Ballon d'Or. This was owing to his great exploits in Italy and at the 1998 World Cup. Then in 2001, Zidane joined Real Madrid for a world record fee of 150 billion Italian lira, which is around 77.5 million euros, which would remain the world record transfer fee for 8 years. In his first season at the club, Zidane's highlight was scoring a famous match-winning goal. The goal has been cited as one of the greatest in Champions League history, that left-foot volley. In 2002, Zidane won the award for the UEFA Best Player in Europe. Then the next season, Zidane helped Real Madrid win the 2002-2003 La Liga and was named FIFA World Player of the Year for the third time. On May 7th, 2006, Zidane, who had announced his plans to retire after the 2006 World Cup, played his farewell match and scored in a 3-3 draw with Villarreal. Zidane retired after scoring 125 goals, making 141 assists in 689 appearances, and is one of the most decorated midfielders. During his playing time, he won 1 World Cup, 1 European Championship, 1 UEFA Champions League, 3 league titles, 2 UEFA Super Cups, 2 Spanish Super Cups, 1 Italian Super Cup, and 3 Intercontinental Cups. Roy Keane's career was exceptional and also decorated with a lot of trophies. He's a 3-time Football Player of the Year winner, 1-time Champions League winner, 7-time English Premier League winner, 4-time FA Cup winner, 4-time English Super Cup winner, 1-time Scottish Championship winner, 1-time Scottish League Cup winner, and 1-time Intercontinental Cup winner. Head-to-head with Zidane, Keane actually had more trophies, but Zidane's trophy cabinet is more prestigious due to his World Cup and the Ballon d'Or, of course. So Roy Maurice Keane, born August 10th, 1971, is a former professional football player and coach. He is the joint most successful Irish footballer of all time, having won 19 major trophies in his club career, 17 of which came during his time at English club Manchester United. He's regarded as one of the best midfielders of his generation and maybe the greatest leader that the Premier League has ever seen. In his 18-year playing career, Keane played for Cobb Ramblers, Nottingham Forest and Manchester United before ending his career at Celtic. Keane helped United achieve sustained success during his 12 years at the club. He then signed for Celtic, where he won the Scottish Premier League and Scottish League Cup before retiring as a player in 2006. So, now, back to the epic match. The 1999 Champions League semi-final between Juventus and Manchester United was a classic showdown. The players and their clubs were both in excellent form. United were on the cusp of winning both the Premier League and the FA Cup, and were looking to be in with a chance of achieving the first ever English European treble. Juventus, despite winning last season's Serie A, were actually having a bad year, and eventually finished 7th in the league and had to settle for the UEFA Cup the next season. Their only hope to salvage the situation that year was a win against Manchester United. However, Zidane himself was doing just fine. He'd won the Ballon d'Or the year before. To the delight of football fans, the two were set to face off in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Now, don't let the comparison between the two midfielders lead you to believe that the two players have the same playing styles. While Zidane is known for his elegant playmaking skills, Roy Keane is known for his tough tackling and leadership. One thing, however, they did have in common is aggression. The clash between Keane and Zidane was a clash of styles that added to the drama of the match. The two teams gave their best in the two legs, but ultimately, Manchester United prevailed, with Roy Keane's performance standing out as he played a pivotal role in the midfield battle. The first leg of the tie, played at Old Trafford in Manchester, was dominated by Juventus but ended in a 1-1 draw. Antonio Conte scored an early goal for Juventus that was matched by a late equaliser from Ryan Giggs. Both Roy Keane and Zidane had a good game. The draw in the first leg made the second leg even more dramatic, as it would decide who would advance to the finals. Manchester United travelled to Italy needing a win to progress to the final. United's hopes of progressing to the final looked all but over when they fell 2-0 down after just 11 minutes in Turin from an Inzaghi brace. But Keane stepped up to the plate. The Irishman put in a masterclass as he dragged United to the final, with Sir Alex Ferguson writing in his autobiography that Roy was pounding over every blade of grass, competing as if he would rather die of exhaustion than lose. He inspired all around him. I felt it was an honour to be associated with such a player. Keane started the comeback like a true captain as he pulled one back for United in the 24th minute with a bullet near post header, and was incredible for the rest of the game, including making tackle after tackle and valiantly trying to make things happen for the Reds. Dwight Yorke equalised from a great header, and Andy Cole eventually sealed the deal from a tight-angled tap-in after a long ball from Schmeichel. This match has been said to be Roy Keane's greatest ever football match. He provided excellent leadership on the pitch, driving his teammates forward with his determination and work ethic. His goal in the second leg, which helped United secure a crucial victory, highlighted his impact not only defensively but also offensively. Keane's presence in midfield was also instrumental in neutralising Juve's midfield threats, including Zinedine Zidane, and ultimately contributed significantly to United's progression to the Champions League final, and well, the rest is history. Keane was a yellow card away from missing the final and was desperately trying not to get in the book. However, shortly after his goal, he wiped out who else but Zidane in the middle of the pitch, and would go on to miss the final should United qualify. Knowing Roy Keane's personality, this may even have spurred him on though. Regardless, Keane was the master of the midfield. Manchester United players to date still sing Keane's praises for his impact in the match. Wes Brown did not feature in the match, but stated that Keane's performance was probably one of the best performances he's ever seen. The way he continued playing was something you don't see every day. You know, he was a man on a mission that day. When you see some of the clips now, you can tell he was not going to let anything stop us from getting to the final. Dennis Irwin also spoke of Keane's brilliance that day. We were 2 goals down against one of the best teams we played against in that era, and he pulled a rabbit out of the hat with a fantastic headed goal, and then his performance was just fantastic, Irwin said. They had an incredible midfield with David, Deschamps and Zidane, but Keane took them all on that night and came out on top. A lot of people believe that Keane showed Zidane who's boss in that game. But did he really? Or are they just saying so because United won? Would the same opinion have been held if Juventus had come out on top? Let us know what you think in the comments section, and we'll see you in the next video.